today's video, or today's channel, the channel, whatever. So today's gonna be a really fun look because it is Valentine's Day and I didn't really know if I wanted to do sassy, sweet, romantic, or out there. Given the fact that we tune into things like this for fun and to get our minds off of all the hullabaloos in the world, I decided I didn't want to do something too Valentine's Day grinchy. And while my rebellious spirit might regret that later on, I decided to do something uplifting. So I decided I was going to be doing sort of something romantic, springy, but still had a hint of edge to it. And I thought that would be the perfect place to go with this year's look. Now I think last year's look was a little bit more upbeat, very, very sweet and subtle and romantic. And then I think shortly after that, my life turned a corner. But with that said, life has turned many corners since I moved back. It's not personal anymore. We're living in very unprecedented times, and I think we all tune in for one thing and one thing only: fun with makeup. So I hope you always enjoy my channel, my videos, my whatever, despite how I feel about the world around me. And I hope you enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Hi everybody, so welcome back to my channel. So to get started on today's look, we are prepping and priming the face. So I've already started off with Andalou Naturals Fruit Stem Cell Science 1000 Roses Floral Toner for sensitive, delicate skin. And I basically just use this because it does have a decent amount of acid in it, which prepares your acid mantle, which is the exterior or dermis of your skin, to be prepped and primed and ready for cell turnover and all that good stuff. So I've already taken the BareMinerals Brilliant Future, and this is the Age Defense and Renew Serum. I love this. It's brightening up my skin, has vitamin C in it, so I love it. Please excuse the kind of dark eye under area in juxtaposition. Hi baby boy. And BareMinerals Brilliant Future Age Defense and Renew Serum. So we also went ahead and took this guy. While this does have vitamin C extract in it, most of the darkness under the eyes is due to lashes and just the way the eyelids look. Most people with translucent or fair skin do look quite pink in the under eye area. So the next product I took for skincare is Andalou Naturals Hyaluronic DMAE Lift and Firm Cream, also very brightening, very anti-aging, and it is perfecting little fine lines. Now for skin products, I'm taking the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue. As you can see, I'm almost done. I love this stuff. This is the shade Opal. I'm just going to get a little bit of that, just a little bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dampen my Beauty Blender Pro, just the tip, and kind of squeeze it out. And I'm going to go ahead and fluff that onto the skin, starting from the center of the face outwards. So the next product I'm going to be taking is the Light 18 by Kat Von D, and because the Beauty Blender does pick up extra product you don't need, concealer is concentrated, so it kind of is beside the point to pounce the Beauty Blender on a product that's supposed to be concentrated. So I'm just taking a little kind of foundation, a very thick one, to just sort of pounce it out so it stays full. Started doing the foundation again first. And the primary reason with that is because once I get my moisturizer on, I have been doing the foundation first because it's locking in all those skincare products and working a little bit more intensely. Okay, so we're now going to take Well Rested from BareMinerals and just kind of clean up the under eye area zone for that fresh kind of, you know, almost filtered kind of look. With Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Auburn. So it's a very warm color. If you're not a redhead, you really probably don't need Auburn. It's so warm. You could probably go with chocolate, unless you're very warm, like very, you know, very dark blonde. Because my hair is like literally Ariel red, so anything else looks kind of funky. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the BareMinerals Barely Nude. This is, of course, the 5-in-1 eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of do little funky dots. You don't want to coat the eye with this, so don't try to draw with that little brush. You'll end up with way too much product on. And we're just going to go take a clean, flat, stiff shader brush, concealer brush, what have you. It's a slightly different texture from a foundation, so I wouldn't take your beauty blender, but we're just going to go ahead and dab that out. So there is a clean, gorgeous finish from the lid to the brow bone. And so for eyes, we're going to be taking the Ice Cream palette again, because it's one of my favorite palettes. And so I'm going to go ahead and take Berries and Cream, which is the nude shade, and we're just going to go ahead and put our Sedona Lace little blender guy in there and begin to blend this out. So now I'm going to go ahead and take Cone, which is the nude matte shade here. So I've had a lot of people ask me, what did you do before a viewfinder, before you had a viewfinder, because it always looks like you were looking into one. Well, I always positioned my camera so I could see the back of it, and it was facing the mirror. So I was never looking into a viewfinder, but I was always making sure that I could see my image, because this mirror is extraordinarily far back, so there's no way anything could go on straight as far as lashes, eyeliner, all that. People would be like, can she apply makeup? And then this, my actual cosmetic mirror that I use when I'm not filming, the real one, is on the right side. Well, there's no counter space on the right side because that's where my kid is. So when I film, I have to go to the left. I need a mirror on the left too. So, we're just gonna go ahead and blend Cone out. And I am looking into the palette mirror, so your eyes get a break from me looking at myself. And so we're just gonna blend out Cone again. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take Bubblegum, which is that pretty shimmering pink, and we're gonna go ahead and put that on the eyelid. And it's a really fun, light, pretty pink. Because I did pink this year for Valentine's Day. I already did red for Christmas. Maybe next year I'll do green for Christmas and red for Valentine's Day. We'll see. My moods change year to year depending on what's going on. I'm never just like, oh yay, Christmas. I wasn't feeling too Christmassy this past year, so I was surprised that I went ahead and went for it and did red, but I was obsessed with the color red all during Christmas, like cherry red. It had nothing to do with the fact that it was Christmas, because I didn't feel spirity, but oh well. I don't feel very Valentine's Day-ish either, but I do love soft romantic looks and hues, and so I'd do it for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Hot Fudge. Hot Fudge. I didn't want anything too blatantly Valentine's either. I didn't want to write like love or anything on my nails. Hi, I'm single. Let's write love on my nails, because why not? I'm just going to go now and take Hot Fudge and place that in the inner, this is not the inner corner. What the hell am I thinking? That's pretty. Okay, so I apologize for the following, but today's look will contain just a touch of anti-Valentine's Day. But if you're somebody who likes color, I'm going to be taking 4 a.m. because we're entering sunny frickin' spring. And I think I'm gonna love spring trends. So it's not a hint of negativity, just something different. Kind of like the yellow tips on my nails. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take Lavender Honey. This is just a really fun matte purple. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. No reason, no price, no ulterior motive. This is an old brush and I just like that it's not too pencil-y, so it gets a really good blur on the liner. So for eyeliner, I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper, and I just want to do a touch. I don't want it to be too big. I just want a little bit of definition since we have so much going on the bottom lash line. So now with both eyes complete, you really see the difference. I'm going to go now and take Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara. I'm now going to be taking the Illuminating Veil from BareMinerals. And just sprinkle that on the cheekbone for a highlight. I like to do the lightest color first. I'm now going to be taking a Little Sun bronzer. And then just chiseling out. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take Fruit Cocktail from BareMinerals. We're going to brighten up the face. This is actually one of my favorite blushes. It's so pigmented it gets on the lid, which is just perfect. You don't have to try to ease your brush into a ton of bright pigment. And on a lot of skin tones it just looks like a really rich coral because it kind of mixes with the neutral tones in your skin. And just looks so beautiful, so one with the skin. Okay, so for lips, I keep seeing ads for these, and I really love the way that they did the ad because it's very focused on the lips. The lips look very full and very beautiful, and then they took the liner and then they really filled in the lips. So just a side note, I don't know if it's anybody's concern. This is a very different era we're living in because I don't think anybody really cares what YouTubers do these days. We're not running the world, you know. But this is the Buxom Plump Line lip liner, and I have the shade Dolly Danger. So whenever I do share things that are BareMinerals or Buxom, I'm not earning a commission to mention them, I'm not being asked to mention them. I just happen to have a lot of it in my stash, and this has been the first time since I worked in cosmetics where I can actually back a brand's philosophy, because as an entity, BareMinerals and Buxom do not test on animals. Shiseido doesn't sell in China. BareMinerals doesn't sell in China. They're not on a cruelty-free list, but their brand is natural and cruelty-free. BareMinerals and Buxom are anyways. They have a separate brand that they make for China, which is why it's not deemed Leaping Bunny effective. So I wanted to point that out. I wanted to point out that you know, intently and very respectfully, because I want everybody to understand, I guess, trade laws and what we're supporting very factually. So with that said, I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips and fill them in. And there you go. So yeah, trade laws have a lot to do with it. But luckily BareMinerals is not made in China or made to be sold in China. Sometimes packaging will say made in China because that's the package, not the product. So I just sharpened this, and this does fit into the old NARS sharpener. I think NARS is also made by Shiseido, so it's good to know that a lot of their products kind of meet that way. Like you can use that sharpener, which is just a container. So next I'm going to be taking Kat Von D's Studded Kiss in Magic. Once again, I love the packaging on these. They're a lot sturdier than the little stud lipstick kit, although it wouldn't be half bad if they came out with a new one with, you know, a couple limited edition colors. And the reason I like this is because it's sort of like a really fun, warm, princessy pink with just enough of like a dusty nude shade to be fairly universal. I would love to see this on someone with very dark skin. I'd love to just see this lipstick just beautify their complexion. And then it has silver sparkle, which you may not be able to see that on camera, but it's, I don't think this is like those old cameras where if you held your hand up here, the resolution on the product would be better. Maybe just a little, because it really does focus on whatever's right in front of it pretty well. But yeah, it does, it also focuses on faces, so maybe that's a little bit better. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this. When you're putting it on, you do feel a bit of the sparkle, but it's not grainy, it's not scratchy, it doesn't exfoliate your lips. You get full pigmentation, so it's not a frost, it's not a classic metallic, but I think I kind of, you know, without thinking it through, just started kind of collecting the Kat Von D studded metallics. I just really like their colors from the metallic line, and they're fun. And I love the way she does metallic too, because she always does some sort of a different shade inside of it, so it's kind of like lip art. And I'm going to put gloss on top. I'm going to put BareMinerals Smooth Talker. This is from the Marvelous Moxies, and I just want to let you guys know, oh, that has a sheen to it. They don't really smell. But I do want to, maybe a little vanilla-y, but I do want to let you guys know that they're slowly trickling down on the Marvelous Moxie formulation. The buttercreams are taking over, so there'll be limited edition sets, I think, probably until the formulation runs out, but there will be new lip launches in April, March. I don't have anything, I don't know for sure, I don't work at their headquarters, but be on the lookout for these when you do see them, because they may be the last of them. And I know Smooth Talker in general is very popular. I sell probably 5 of these a week. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching this one. Bye for now.